Skibbity dibbity flippity flop. I put your bitch in the back of the drop. Just kidding. I don't fuck nigga bitch no more this month. Hold on. Cause I can just play that and kill some time. I'll do this. Actually. Back in that job. Just kidding, don't fuck niggas, bitch, no more. This my bitch, it's a lot. Having it, always having it. I'm catching it. I do what I do. They think that it's not. And I agree. Looking at me, I know what I see. They said that they love what they see. They just like me. They're my twins. Just drink my watch. Because they want the nigga to win. I love them because they want the nigga to succeed. And I did it again and again and again and again and again. Shawty, you know I'm your friend. Shawty, you know what I'm here for. Yeah, I'm in. Little more, little more, little more, little more, little more, little more, little more. I go in. Little more. I go in. Anyway. Jump right in. Like last time, I mean, like there's only like two things from last time that I remember straight off the top that I want to talk about, and that's like the one was I was about to get tested because I was fucking, and bitch made me think that I burned her, or that's what she told me, and she made a big deal out of that shit. Like she didn't, but like she tried to embarrass me about it, low key. And I went and got tested, and I was clean. So I stopped fucking that bitch because I'm like, well, you went and got tested, and you telling me that you've been taking like the medicine or that you got the prescription or whatever, but you was still fucking me raw. And you telling me that I did this to you, so that's irresponsible of you, and that make me not want to fuck you. So I stopped fucking her, and yeah, then that made her like upset because over a period of time she was just like, "Why you not fucking me? You don't love me no more." I'm like, "Yeah, I do, but that don't mean like it's actually me loving you means that I'm gonna treat you like properly, like I'm gonna act accordingly with you, type shit." So that's what I did. I just stopped fucking her because she was irresponsible. And people are like a reflection of you. A lot of times when you don't like something that people do, it's usually something that you don't like about yourself. I mean, that's like cliche at this day and age type shit, but it's like it's real shit. Um, so yeah, I ended up. She would be like, "You're not fucking fucking with nobody else, right?" And I'm like, "No." Then at some point it became a lie because then I started fucking with somebody else. So. Then it became like an inconsistency and on my part, and I used to be a liar when I was younger, like on some out of spite shit though, cause like I would use it as a tool. Like my parents would like not like if I told my parents the truth about some of the shit I was doing, it's like they wouldn't let me do it. So the trust with my family kind of went out the window at one point because of that shit. Like I wanted to do what the fuck I wanted to do, and I knew that they wasn't having that shit. So I put in a lot of time and energy rebuilding that with them because I do fuck with them. Like I fuck with my family, bro. Like I really love them niggas, and it didn't feel good to not have their trust. And at some point, I just had to rebuild that shit with myself too, like to really become a man of my word. Like when it comes to like doing things that I wanted to do, like shit I said I would do for myself, and then like I would just fold at some point. Like so, I've been growing out of that. I've been actually doing really good with that, and I really do trust myself now. Especially like having patience for myself. Like I guess that ties into the second thing I wanted to talk about because um like I remember I was talking about coming up with like a system, and I've been doing research more recently on systems in general, and it's like, okay, a system is a system, blah, blah, blah. But then there comes in a question, shit like dopamine. Like you think about systematic anything. We're not gonna put systematic something in there, but it's like systematic something. So like if you think about like your body has is like all these systems like the digestive system, feel me, respiratory system, shit like that. Um, so I'm just thinking about, all right, well, if you're thinking about coming up with a system to like feed yourself with, like, there's loops of things. Like every day you get up and do something, whether it's like something um that you want to do or something that you kind of have to do, and that kind of programs you in a way. And sometimes people will be like, I'm doing this because I have to. But like even in having to, there's like some sort of release of dopamine because like some people have to work, but then they leave work and they start smoking, or like they leave work, or they get some fucks, or like on the weekends they go out and drink. Like that shit gives them that freedom, or it makes them feel some sort of reward. So that just leads into me talking about like a reward system just in general, realizing that dopamine is kind of the reward that people chase when it comes to like social media. It's like likes and comments and engagement, shit like that. So for myself, I've been reprogramming myself to extract dopamine from my internal system. I forget what kind of system that shit is called. Oh, it's the nervous system. That's what that is. And that's really involuntary. Think about involuntary. Like you voluntarily eat food, like involuntarily you get hungry, or involuntarily you see, involuntarily you smell and touch, you have senses and shit. And sensual stimulation kind of triggers your subconscious and unconscious minds, like shit that makes you cry, shit that makes you laugh, just as a response to it. You may not even know why it's funny or why it makes you feel that way, like why it might make you cry or why it might make you angry. But me personally, I've been experimenting with this for some years. I've been a part of a cohort where that was the thing, where we was like practicing hypnotherapy and like really understanding the language of the subconscious mind, where it's like reprogramming ourselves. And that's become a big thing too. It's become clear to me that I can't even say that. I won't say that. Say what I was about to say, but I know what I was about to say because there's a revolution happening, and I know specifically the role that I play, and I will not be disclosing that information until the right time. But it ties directly into the reprogramming of the subconscious mind on a level where it's voluntary, like choosing to eat better, choosing to stimulate my involuntary aspects in order to consciously dial in an experience that is effortlessly um promoting the release of dopamine for things that move me in a direction that reflects my internal intention on a primitive level. Primitive meaning before I give form to the intention with words and thought. Um, Meaning when I'm hungry, I feed myself things that enhance and fortify my immune system and my nervous system and enhance my experience sensually. Like, you feel me? Some things, if they're, if they're out of whack or imbalanced, that shit can cause shit like depression, loss of sight, loss of hearing, loss of feeling. You feel me? That shit can make you go unconscious. That shit, like, involuntarily, like, shit can cause depression, shit like that. Niggas can kill themselves and not have no control over that shit. It's like, nigga, I know people who just kind of fucked up right now. It's like they depressed with their lifestyle. It's people that you would think, okay, they're living in a way that you might think reflects a healthy lifestyle, but it's like, I know a lot of people who have had a lot of money, including myself, where it was just like that experience was lonely or dissatisfying or not fulfilling. And it's my mission to um, rewrite that narrative. That excuse me, rewrite that narrative. You know, person who writes a narrative is an author, so the author has the authority. And I feel like a lot of niggas don't really know how to write in the language that they use. Like a lot of niggas, if we talking on the tip of English, like niggas don't really know how to use the language, bro. And you know, saying that I could really be on like on that saying that like reflective on that shit I just said. Like it could be that could be reflective of me misusing the language on the tip where I could just be on some shit where um on some calling it how I see it shit. Oh yeah, niggas is properly using English. Niggas is properly living their lives. But you feel me? Like that's not mathematic. That wouldn't be mathematically sound. That's like some delusional shit. You feel me? And a lot of people right now is like kind of riding the wave of being delusional, and it's like that's dangerous. Um, Now it's one thing to go in that direction of voluntarily being delusional when you're putting it in the context of the state of your awareness versus the state of your external situation, your external experience. Like your external experience can be trash, but like your awareness of the fact that it's whack and needs improvement or it needs enhancement or it needs a stronger direction or needs a direction that's more strongly connected to your intention for your life experience, But like to say that your external experience is like not what it is like it's dangerous. Um, Even in like maybe like fields where it's like I've been told shit like working in studios, for example. Um, Niggas be like pretty much just dicky artists that I don't think are good. And it's like in the name of what? Making some money so that they keep coming back. Cause like now I'm just stimulating them in a way where they getting dopamine from me just dicky in them. And it's just like now they just gonna think that they're actually skilled at what they do when really they need help. Really they need guidance. And that's not fair to them. Honestly, that's like I don't know, that's wicked, honestly. That's fucked up. And I don't wanna do that anymore. Cause like as far as I'm concerned, as far as I understand and am aware, it's like commerce is a battlefield. It's like I seen a poll where niggas was like, "What would you go? What one thing has to go?" And it was like food, money, music, and sex. I'm like immediately money. Like that shit can go, bro. I don't need money to have sex because I definitely fucked while I was broke. I definitely ate good as shit while I was broke, and I definitely make bangers while I'm down. You feel me? Like that's just a way to come up with new shit to do to make some money if I need it. You feel me? Like money's a tool. I don't need to just hold on to that shit. Like I prefer to not have money because then I'm just sitting on bread for what? Like money is a tool to leverage and experience, like leverage for resources in order to create an experience. Like niggas order hoodies and shit from me, bro, but I don't be having the bread for the resources sometimes. So I'm just like, send me a deposit. The deposit be enough just to get the materials to put everything together and to like ship it if I need to or deliver it. Like niggas be like some niggas is paying for studio time, going to work to pay for studio time, and it's like, bro, I spent my bread on getting a getting equipment. You feel me? Like so I can do this shit in the crib. Like when I'm broke and I'm bored and I don't got nothing else to do, but I'm feeling inspired and motivated to manifest, materialize, pray, request, petition myself, my ancestors, the universe, God for an experience. And it's just like, okay, cool. Like that's how I do it. Like I don't need bread for that. Like I don't need to pay to pray. I don't need to pay to talk to myself. I don't need to pay to enjoy people. I don't need to pay to eat. I don't need to pay to sleep. I don't need to pay. You feel me? I don't to breathe, nigga. Niggas is out here thinking that that's the case, and it's not true. And it's my intention to free niggas from that, so that they have the freedom, the capacity to claim their health, their mental space, like mental real estate. Niggas is thinking about shit. Niggas, you, like lives in my mind rent free type shit. Like nigga, my health lives in my mind rent free, nigga. Like people I give a fuck about living my mind rent free. Feel me? I don't need to be around my mom to hear her give me advice when I'm in a situation. The same thing for my dad or my uncle and my brother. Like like I just was talking to Unia about like mentorship, and one thing he said, I even repeated that in the car because my man Kaiso got in the car, and it was just like we was talking about that shit. And it's like, bro, like niggas said, um, sometimes I'd be afraid to talk to my mentors, and I related to like on some shit, like it was just like, but like I sometimes I gotta call them, I gotta get the advice, really learn from them. But I was relating to that because it was like, In my head, them niggas got real estate. Like in my mind, they got real estate. In my heart, they got real estate. So when I'm in situations, I just remember the shit that they said, and instead of running to them and bringing my situation into their space and muddying up their mind and taking up space with situations that are just passing through, it's like I just remember what they told me. I remember what advice that they gave me and apply it instead. It's like, nigga, you already know. Don't fuck with this energy. I was about to say person, but people embody energies or are vessels for certain energies, especially at certain times. You feel me? But it's like I just think about those things when my mom says she's worried she's not okay because she don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Like I gotta move out of this crib. I'm staying here by myself right now. I was just living here with my grandparents, but they just got an apartment. And they about her this house is owned by my grandparents or my grandmother and her three living brothers, and it was passed down to them by my great grandmother who actually died in this room that I'm sleeping in. And I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm like, but it's like everybody, like my family is like worried for me. Like they don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. And it's like, bruh, like I'm not tripping. And I wish I could transfer that to them because I know what I'm worth. I know that I'm valuable. You know that I have value. I bring value, and it's like I'm like the candle with a flame that lights other candles. Like my flame don't dim because I lit somebody else up. You feel me? I turn other niggas up, including my family. You feel me? I put them in a space mentally, emotionally, where they have the capacity to not only withstand certain things, but to make room for new things, more new blessings type shit, like new ways to pray, new ways to request an experience. And that just cycles back around to the involuntary thing because like the space between voluntary and involuntary is the shadow, the unconscious, or not unconscious, the subconscious, where you communicate without speaking. um you communicate through your actions. You communicate through the clothes you wear. Like wearing certain clothes, like that message is conveyed subconsciously. It's not conveyed actively. It's a passive way of communicating. And put yourself in certain situations is a way to communicate passively. And clearly, me being in this situation mean I don't give a fuck about certain shit. I don't give a fuck about money. Like I enjoy money. I love money. I attract a lot of money. I get money when I need it though. I don't hoard money. If I hoard anything, it's memories, it's experiences. It's the energy that came from those, that I extracted from those, and I take people to those mental spaces, to that mental real estate. You feel me? That mental address. You feel me? And relive that experience with them, or not even relive it, but it's like a museum almost, where you go with somebody, a friend, or some shit like that, where excuse me, where you go to look at a piece of art together. That art is like a picture that was painted to depict a certain scene where, in my head, that scene is the memory. It's the moment where I felt this or that, and connecting those with other things. And because art is like subjective as well as it is objective. um Marrying the two is important, and that's what my brand is about. um that's why people support me. My name is Christopher. I'm 24. I live alone. I don't have Wi-Fi. I don't have a TV. I have a nice pair of Air Maxes that I just bought that I love. I fucked up 20 bands. Shit, almost damn near 30 bands. For real, for real. And it taught me that um, I don't want a payment plan. I don't want to have to pay for things over time. I want to have the resources and time and energy to pay things off in full up front. You know, I don't want a line of credit. I mean, I don't want recurring payments. Feel me? I don't want to pay a car note. I don't want to pay rent. I don't want to pay a mortgage, nigga. I don't want to pay property taxes. Don't want to pay a water bill. Don't want to pay a fucking electric or heating bill. You feel me? Or I'm sorry, electric or a gas bill. I want to grow my own food. I want to collect and purify rainwater, and I want to collect and use or collect and store solar energy and also wind energy and also energy from water movement. Feel me? I want to be able to create a system that feeds into itself, and I want to be able to give that as a gift to people that I know won't abuse that freedom or won't abuse that sovereignty. That's the word, not freedom. Fuck freedom. Sovereignty. Fuck peace. I want wholeness and equitable balance. Because you know, you can have an account, your account has a balance, and it could be in the negative or it can be in the positive. If it's in the negative, you're in debt. If it's in the positive, that's equity. That gives you leverage. Um, my hair is getting long. I get bitches. I get bitches. Yo, I learned that shit about myself. I had a bitch tell me that shit. And it's like, all right, then you better act right then. Because you know I got options. And you telling me this shit unprovoked. Having options opens you up or puts you into a consciousness where not every option will work benevolently for you. It's like not all good money is, or not all money is good money, but not all money is bad money either. Not every choice will grant you sovereignty or grant you the luxury of choice. But if you choose that option, you choose to relinquish that luxury. And I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Damn, that build was bussing. I need a new TV because I really actually do enjoy. I really didn't actually enjoy having a TV, and I need a new laptop because my shit is busted right now. Not this one, but the laptop I be using to record. I need a new John. Uh, my man Lyle came through, and he came through with like I think it was like a 2019 or 2021. I can't remember, but he said something about a M1 chip, I think. And the new MacBooks have like the touch bar on it, right? But his is newer than that one, and it don't got the touch bar. And I thought I wanted the touch bar until I seen his shit, and I want that joint. I want the one he got, but I want to be able to pay it in full. I need a new laptop. I also want a UAD Apollo Twin, and I want a Newman mic, and I want a studio space that I can use as an office too, and possibly sleep in if I need to. And I need a new car, and I need some glasses that will help me enhance my eyesight. So probably more than one pair that I can use for different purposes. Cause I don't really want to wear glasses. I haven't been wearing glasses, but yeah, I want to enhance my eyesight. I want to be able to build my body and enhance it biologically and fortify it. Yeah. All right. That's it. Bye.